Well. I know y'all just saw that bullshit of an ending of a game. We waited all week. I mean, we saw a couple of games, right? Like, you're excited to see the Mavericks play. Let's be honest, we are. But you knew this game meant more than just your average little game. This game had star power. We're talking about Kyrie. We're talking about Luka, Klay Thompson, Kevin Durant, Devin Booker, Bradley Beal, Tyus Jones, Nurkic, Gafford, and to some, Dwight Powell. We've been looking forward to this game. We've been looking forward to how the last game went, and we wanted to get a dub. The Phoenix Suns were right in a 7-game winning streak against fraudulent teams, and here we come without D Live and PJ thinking, we got a chance. We got a shot. We could win. And it felt like that. I thought we had a shot. I thought we had a chance. We're talking about the number 3 team in defending the 3 in the league. Salute to Sylvester making an appearance here. We're talking about the worst, top 10 worst defending at the 3 in the Phoenix Suns, and the Mavericks the best, third best at defending the 3. I called it. I was like, there's going to be a 3-point barrage. Like, whoever has the best 3-point shooting percentage is going to win this game. I called that. I said that in the pregame show. But I also came around to know that Tony Brothers was officiating the game, and we knew that was going to come around and bite us eventually. But the way this game ended, again, we waited all week for this game. We get into this game. We start out slow. The famous Jason Kidd first half, where, lack of adjustments, lack of changes. And then we get into the second half where it is just an amazing game to watch. We're talking about both sides of the coin, right? Both sides are just having a great game. Sylvester, come on now. And so we get into the second half. Thank you for paying attention, buddy. We get into the second half, and then the fourth quarter is just an amazing basketball game. And you're there at the edge of your seat. I'm on the edge of my seat. I'm like, hell yeah, this is a great game. I'm already talking crap about Dwight Powell. Dwight Powell shutting me up. You already know me. I don't care if I'm wrong. I would 1,000% take being wrong if it leads to a Mavericks win. And Dwight Powell was showing up when it mattered. And then we get down to the final possessions. Luka had a second chance 3-ball that he took, and I felt like he took it too soon. He rushed that shot. But then we get to the final possession of the game. 113. Devin Booker with the rock. And then they shoot it. They miss it. Daniel Gafford gets pushed in the back. No foul call. Nurkic gets the rebound. Gets blocked. But they call a foul on that and not the obvious call. It's things like that that ruin the essence of a basketball game. That ruins the the entertaining perspective, that ruins the viewership perspective. Like I sat here watching this game, did a pregame show. I'm hyped. I'm ready to go, and to watch a game in that way is just complete and utter bullshit. Tell me I'm wrong. Tell me in the chat if I'm wrong. Did y'all enjoy watching a game end on a fucking whistle, a fucking foul call? I don't think so. I don't think so. I don't think none of us. I would have much preferred overtime and like, hey, let's run this back 5 more minutes and let's figure out who actually won this game. Instead, get a fucking foul call on the wrong call, no less. The call should have been against the Suns, but once again, the Suns get bailed out. It's really fucking annoying. It's annoying, but people gonna point fingers, and there's plenty of fingers you can point to. Without a doubt, there's plenty of fingers you can point to, but without pointing fingers, without my co-host, I figure we need to bring in Stix in the building so we can talk about the travesty of this game.
So for anyone who hasn't gotten to see the thumbnail I just put out, that would be the thumbnail that's now out for the YouTube video, because 100% the refs won this game. 100%. Like, it was actually not a really bad game. We were doing pretty good. But Tony Brothers couldn't help himself at the end of the damn game. His crew couldn't help themselves. At best, that's a block. At worst, they're both fighting. It's at the end of the game. Nurkic missed a layup. You don't give him a freebie. You don't give a NBA player a freebie to win a game when he was pushing before the play happened. He's been pushing the whole game. And you're going to be like, ball. Oh, you know what I want? I want the NBA to go like the NFL on a scoring play that matters like that at the very end of the game. They should have an instant replay regardless of challenges. To let an NBA game end on a clear block, and not say we should have an implementation of a rule that we don't let a game end on a free throw. Like, nobody, I guarantee you, no even player wants to end a game on a free throw. And on that note, did you see the Celtics game? That the zero point of the game, they called a technical foul on the Nets and gave Jason Tatum a technical foul free throw to end the game. And that piece of shit missed it. Celtics game was a technical at the end of the game after Tatum missed a 3. You think the Nets should deserve a technical? And then our game ends like this? Yep. This? After what you just said, we played like absolute crap because Jason Kidd again sucks. He runs 0 offensive schemes, no defensive schemes. He just is like, oh my gosh, we're out there. Throws the worst lineups out there possible. Throws Kessler Edwards in, who hasn't touched the court. It gets 2 threes right off the bat and botches both of them. Not Gortman.
Not Gortman.
Not Gortman, who was a way better three-point shooter, clearly. Oh, you wanted length? Then put Keith in.
You wanted to put a two-way in there in that crucial of a game? In that moment? Like, come on, bro. Like,
put Keith in. Didn't that why we kept Keith? Because he's taller, he's bigger, he can shoot. Now let's put the rookie who hasn't seen the damn court.
So let me go ahead and talk about the stats here today. The Mavericks unfortunately lost on a bogus call, 114-113. And salute to any Suns fans that watch this. You're probably going to be like, oh, here goes Mavs fans complaining. I guarantee you, if y'all lost the game like that on a bogus call, we would be on here saying we won the game on a bogus call. So if y'all want to be like legit fans, and when y'all see this, y'all be like, oh, okay, I get you. Y'all won on a bogus call. It is what it is. Enjoy the dub. But if we won on a bogus call, I would have called it out the same way. I don't like seeing games end like that. I would have much rather seen 5 more minutes of basketball and with that level of intensity this early in the season, that's a fucking amazing game to watch. And for it to end that way, that's just it's bullshit to the game, bullshit to the fans, and bullshit to everybody involved in this shit. Bullshit to the people in the arena. How do you think the people in the arena felt? They spent hundreds of dollars to go to this game. This is a primetime game on ESPN on a Friday night in Dallas. They spent all this money, and to watch that game in that fucking fashion, you out of your mind. Like, in that, I feel for those people. I feel for those people that are at the game spending that hard-earned money. And then second, I feel for us Mavs fans, to watch that bullshit. And then, Suns fans could care less. But y'all also missed out on a great game, a great overtime that it would have been. But, I digress. Mavs lost 114-113. We shot 51% from the field. They shot 50%. The 3-point percentage, I said it in the pregame, Stix. I don't like to toot my own horn, but damn, did I call it or not? I said it was going to come down to that 3-point percentage. We shot like crap from three. They shot damn near 40% from three, and that's what gave them an edge. Our free throw percentage was amazing. We shot 90% from the free throw, so we really can't complain about the amount of fouls we got because it seemed kind of even. It was that last one that fucking ruined the game. Turnovers, 11-8, that's fine. Rebounds, without Lively and PJ, 39-37, that's fine. Assists, I said in the first half, Luka got to pass more. We got to get more ball movement. It was too stagnant in the first half, and it shows. Only 18 assists to 26. Blocks, same. Points in the paint, thank God we started attacking in the second half. They have no paint protection. I don't know why we weren't attacking the paint. And then fast break points, hey, second half, I'm pretty sure that all went to that. Steals was right there identical. The big issue with all of this is Klay Thompson going 1 for 7 from the 3-point line. And I don't know, any other players you wanna complain about that?
No, let's just go to player of the game, and let's put the link out for everybody to join, so everybody else that wants to vent vocally instead of throwing text can jump in here with us, because I know everybody's pissed off after this. So you can go ahead and give the player of the game.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, tonight Kyrie Irving is your player of the game. Okay, and for those that disagree with me,
shut your damn mouth.
He had 29 points, 6 assists, 7 rebounds, 3 steals. He was the only player that was almost a plus 10 on the Dallas Mavericks tonight. He was a plus 9, 7 for 9 from the free throw line, 10 of 17 from the field, 2 of 6 from the 3-point line, 2 offensive rebounds, and only 1 personal foul. The man was, he was great. Again, Kyrie has been the early season MVP. Through 9 games of the Dallas Mavericks regular season so far, Kyrie has been your best player. If we want to call it what it is, he has been our best player. Y'all want to disagree with me? Fine. But you cannot tell me that someone's been better than Kyrie Irving early in the season. He's been efficient. He's been there. He's been averaging 23 to 25 points per game. Consistently, he's been great. Been a great. He's been reliable, right? Luka Doncic obviously is great as well, but his efficiency has been not as great as Kyrie's. But Kyrie was a player of the game tonight, man. Without him in the second half, there's no way we even come back into this game. And I know it must have been like a controversial take. Y'all let me know in the chat. But I'll say Kyrie was a player of the game tonight.
That's close. Luke and Kyrie both play good. I asked you who you wanted. It was hard to pick. I think they both had their moments. They both did things. By the way, guys, I put that link in the chat. For anyone that doesn't recognize that, Video Ninja is what we use. It's a normal link. It's nothing dangerous. It'll put you in with us. You will come in muted. I'm not doing cameras. It'll be voice only. You don't have to worry about having a camera and being on here. It'll just be voice. But if you want to get on here and give a minute or two and give your opinion out, click the link. Join the show. We'll bring you in. You start out muted. I'll go to you individually. We'll let you vent. We'll move on to the next person. So, man, I can't take this team right now. The offense to start the game was atrocious. There is zero movement. You're watching our guys flying all over the court trying to keep up with the ball. And Jason Kidd's offense? I had to get my hand on the screen. That's it. Just dribble the ball. One guy. And then try to make a play. No movement. No creativity. The same pick and roll at the top of the key. Nothing else happens. Nothing. Nothing was happening. Our guys are getting worked all over the court, leaving wide open threes. And then we have to, again, try to play catch up. Hey, why don't we not suck in the first quarter for the first time this year? How about we actually not play from behind? And if you can make those adjustments at halftime, this isn't football where you need to pull a bunch of tape, you need to rework some schemes. This is basketball. You change plays like that. Jason Kidd can change the plays real quick in a timeout. We're switching defenses. We're switching offensive schemes. You don't need to go have a chat. You don't. But this is what we're used to as a Mavs fan. But I was told that we're just leave Jason Kidd alone because we've gotten to the Western Conference Finals and the Finals the last 2 out of 3 years. Oh, yeah, it's okay to suck. And there's no way you can watch that game, see Dwight Powell, and I don't care about Dwight Powell at the end of the game getting a couple plays. He got his ass cooked all night on defense. He can't rebound nothing. Hardy got one chance in the game, makes a great pass to him for an alley-oop, and Dwight Powell's like, oh, I jumped too early. The ball. And then Jason Kidd penalizes Hardy after that, and Hardy doesn't get to play the rest of the game. I said, would Omax see the court? I was wrong. He got to see the court. He got to see the court. And then after he got to see the court, he made one mistake on offense with that miss, and he never saw the court again. Never saw the court again.
Imagine playing on eggshells in basketball. That's horrible.
Worrying about Daniel Gafford having foul trouble, and instead you keep putting Dwight Powell in, who they were rotating onto Dwight Powell every time because he was our worst defender. And you could have put a young guy with length, on the court with energy to stop these guys. But no, we have Jason Kidd as a coach. We have Jason Kidd. So Hardy gets benched. Omax gets benched. Oh, but while we're on a run, while we're kicking their ass, and we've got a lead, I got an idea. I'm going to be the coach. I'm going to put the guy who's never played on our team, and we're going to sit him in the corner and put threes. Quality coaching. Quality coaching. That's the way you kill your rhythm, Jason Kidd. That's the way you do it.
Can I respond to Kareem right quick? I see he put, Luka was 50, 40, 92, by the way. Who said Luka wasn't efficient? When I was referencing that, I was referencing Kyrie for the season has been our best player. For the season, Kyrie is shooting 54% from the three-point line, shooting 50% from the field, shooting 88% from the free throw line. Did I say 54% from three? Yeah, 54% from three. Kyrie's been extremely efficient this season. Luka's 40% from the field, 32% from the three, and 78% from the free throw line. So if y'all want to argue that, that's fine. I'm going to give Kyrie credit and his kudos for playing amazing basketball for the first 8 games of the season or 9 games of the season. That's what I was referencing.
Did you see this?
I was referencing the season.
Kid in the after is saying that they called a logo 3 for Luke out of the timeout. That was the play call.
Let's end the show before we really go off.
I know. My wife already texted me, told me I'm being way too loud. I had to calm down.
My bad then, Kareem. I thought you were talking about me because I know I was giving Kyrie his due and I was saying Luka was inefficient. But nah, man, it's like, you know, there's probably gonna be other shows out here that capture the vibe better than us. I don't know who will though, because we're like fucking upset and we're cussing and we're giving you all the curse words and the real authentic vibe to this. But
yeah, if you don't like the authenticity, you can go watch DLLS Sports or some of the other guys that'll just the Dallas Mavericks lost tonight and they the stats were blah 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 and we just really didn't have any effort tonight and we just got to be a better team. And, maybe Luka just needs to score a little bit more. And, what do you think? Well, I think that the Dallas Mavericks should try a little harder. And we just got to be better with our offense and our energy. If you want that, by all means, go watch that somewhere. Because you ain't going to get that here after we lose from me. I can guarantee you that. If I wanted to talk like I had a stick up my ass, I would just go work for a media organization so I could have no personality. Oh, no. So you ain't going to get that here. So, that's all I'm saying,
You will get the iCarly round of applause, though.
You want to watch boring stuff, by all means. If you want to see some energy and feel like you're like a fan, how we all feel right now, because if you ain't angry right now, you ain't a fan. I'm just saying.
Oh, Div says this is on Jason Kidd. Screw the refs. I get the refs screwed the call up, yeah. But we could have played smarter and not needed a Hail Mary shot from half court. What a stupid play as well. Coach Kidd trash. You know what?
Agreed.
Div, I recorded like my my reaction to how the game ended. I'm not gonna put that out because we lost anyway. So anyway, but I was saying out loud when Dinwiddie was on the sidelines about to pass the ball in. I was looking around, right? I'm thinking, why isn't Luka passing the ball in? And I'm thinking, why aren't they throwing like an alley-oop to Gafford to the basket, right? It's the end of the game. It's 0.8 seconds left. Why do I want to have court heave, right? I want something create something creative from the three-point line where Gafford gets a free run to the basket, and Luka just throws the alley-oop. He catches it, dunks it, boom, game over. You win by 2. You win by 1. Why did we need a half-court heave? This is what I don't understand. When you're a basketball coach, and I'm not one, but I grew up under Rick Carlisle. Pause. I grew up watching Rick Carlisle. Sorry.
Hey. You grew up under, guys.
I grew up watching Rick Carlisle, right? I got to see some of Donnie Nelson's days when I was younger. We saw a little bit of Avery Johnson. And Rick Carlisle famously won several games using Jason Kidd as the passer from out of bounds over Yao Ming. Y'all remember that? The one alley-oop pass he threw over Yao Ming to Sean Marion to end the game with like 0.some seconds left and won the game. Jason Kidd, of all people, you were the player that did those plays. Why don't you have Luka throwing the ball in and throwing a fucking alley-oop? Like, am I wrong? Am I lost on that? Gafford was fouled out. Fuck. That's a good point. Well, who? Yeah, never mind then. Damn, good point. Good
you know what? Maybe we should have kept a 7'5" center instead of people that don't get to play anyway. Ooh.
Who's our other athletic player that we could have thrown out there?
I don't know.
I guess Dwight Powell. You know, for all the powwows, everyone that keeps calling powwow this Kareem Abdul-Powell, from King and Gina Kim and Richard Case and everybody. Like, maybe throw it to him. But giving Luka this half-court, chuck-up shot, like, bro, this isn't Portland in his rookie year. Y'all remember Luka in his rookie year in Portland? Why don't we create a corner three? A corner three would have been way more efficient than where we took it from. You needed a 2. You needed a 2, Stix. Why are we shooting 3s? You needed a 2. You had Kyrie there. You had Clay there. All they got to do is catch it and shoot. It is that simple. Luka didn't have to take that last shot. He just doesn't. He doesn't have to take those last shots. He doesn't. He doesn't, man. That's why he has the vision. He doesn't, though. Not at 0.8 seconds.
According to them, he does.
Hey, man, I don't know, bro. I don't know. I put a poll in the chat, said, who was the player of the game? 48% said Kyrie Irving. Thank you. I have faith in humanity. I appreciate y'all agreeing with me. And if y'all watching this and y'all enjoy this, please leave a like. I see we got 35 people in here. Appreciate y'all rocking with us and venting with us. This is the vent session. And those likes go a long way. You're not giving us a like for the Mavs. You're giving us a like for doing a show after this abomination. So it's not a like for the Mavs. It's a like for us doing this show. So I appreciate y'all if y'all decide to give us those likes, man. Let me end this poll and create a new one.
Let me see if I can get this to work.
Well, what's another poll I should create?
Who gives a crap about polls tonight? Yeah, Jason Kidd.
Oh, no. That what?
See if I can get it to play. I don't know if this will come to the stream. I'm going to test this to the stream, see if this works.
Let's see.
Realistic to think that. Okay.
I can hear it.
You can hear it?
Mm-hmm. could. I don't know if you stopped playing it. I have a poll question. Yeah, because Kyrie did have a late turnover as well, by the way. What the fuck? Shush, you shush me. I can't hear anything.
It's not hearing. Okay, I didn't know if it's working or not. I'd have to pull the video a different way. So I'm not gonna do it right now. We can use that as Midnight Madness conversation. Yeah. Man, I don't know what to do right now. Like, this team was supposed to be so good, and Jason Kidd has managed. I probably need to bump that. I might be hitting double audio into the feed. Jason Kidd has just. He's ruining my fun in watching the game, because there is no way you can put this on the players, because it's been the same problem for years. It doesn't matter who's running the offense. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if we're in the NBA Finals or if we're in Game 4 of the season or Game 9. It doesn't matter. It's the same offense for Jason Kidd every time. And all you apologizers that want to blame somebody else, you're delusional. Those coaching decisions were horrible. There's no better way to describe those coaching decisions on player rotations, on the lineups, on any of it. The defensive scheme that continues to allow easy floaters in the lane and wide open threes to start the game for centers, while our centers don't get to shoot the threes that they practice all the time, so that our defense, their defense, has to come out and respect the centers and not just assume every time it's a pick and roll so that they just roll down the lane, and then we run that same stupid down the lane pick and roll for the alley-oop that half the time doesn't work. And since they know it's going to happen, they just slide back, because it's not like he's going to kick the ball out to Lively or Gafford to shoot a ball.
Nope.
It's predictable, and it's pathetic. And Jason Kidd is supposed to be a mastermind, a whiz. I have to remind y'all again, there are not, is there one, maybe two coaches in the history of the NBA that were Hall of Fame, hell of basketball players that were also extremely good coaches. Because when you're really good at playing, it doesn't translate to being really good at understanding the schemes and the abilities to do the things that you need to do. I can play the sport really well. Understanding the entire game is a whole different thing. Jason Kidd doesn't have that. He didn't have it in Milwaukee. He doesn't have it here. He had Luka, and he's had Kyrie, and he's had unbelievable skill from those players that have carried him this far. And when they don't perform at the top of their game or above any offensive rating like Luka did last year in the history of basketball, then he can't win.
Yep.
It's just that simple.
So let me give some props to the Phoenix Suns, especially KD. Luka had 30 points, ladies and gentlemen, right? So let me just compare. All right, so let me break this down. So here's where efficiency matters, okay? And, you know, people can have their perspectives. I'm just big on efficiency. In the game of basketball, it's all numbers based. It's all algebra. It's all dimensions, all angles, geometry. That's what it's all about. It's about numbers. And efficiency matters in these angles and the way you take your shots and how, you know, positioned you are to release a shot. And KD is a prime example of what I'm about to discuss with you right now. Luka got you 30 points. Took 25 shots, made 11 of them. All right? Made 11 out of 25, got you 30. KD got you 26, only took 14 shots, made 8 of them. Got to the line because this KD, he finds a way to get to the line. He got to the line 7 times. Luka got there 3 times. So those four extra free throws, you know, could have been for Luka or whatever the case may be. But anyway, 26 points. He was a plus 11, 4 assists, 5 rebounds, 2 blocks. He played within the game. Every time he got the ball and he went to go get a bucket, there was that one where Luka shut him down. That was pretty nice to see, but he was extremely efficient. And when you don't have to take 25 shots to get 30. Imagine how that impacts everyone else. All of his teammates, Booker got 13 shots, Beal got 17, Jones got 13, Nurkic got 12. Hell, Royce O'Neal was 7 of 8, 4 for 4 from the 3-point line. He had the best plus minus tonight. Wonder why? We weren't defending the 3, and we were the third best team in defending the 3. And then you see our shot chart. Najee Marshall got 12 shots, Kyrie got 17 shots, Luka got 25 shots, and Klay got 13, and he was 4 for 13. Everyone else on our bench, guess how many shots they got? Our bench in total got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 shots. Our bench only got 6 shots tonight. Our bench didn't give you much. Our bench only gave you 9 points tonight, ladies and gentlemen. The Suns bench gave them 24, 30 points tonight. It's efficiency matters, man. Efficiency matters in a game like this. It shouldn't have never come down to the referees, but when you come out the gate with a horrible start to the first half, that's what happens. All those points matter, bro. All those points matter. And yes, it was bullshit what the refs did. But I'm not gonna be one to always want to blame the refs. I thought the way they ended the game just ruined the night. Cause now, like, what do I do? What do I do? Right? I'm going to turn on the game, play some Madden, sulk in my loss, talk to my dog, do some therapy sessions as I'm scoring buckets. But it's like, what do you do now? It's like, I got to, Denver. We got Denver on Sunday, and they've been playing well. How are we going to defend that without our bigs, right? I don't know, man. I don't know. We got to correct these first half issues. We got to correct our efficiency woes, and we just got to be better, man. It's as simple as that. Klay Thompson not having set plays for him. We're not creating nothing for Klay. We're not creating nothing. There's nothing we're creating for him. He's just out there, and if he's open, they'll decide to pass it to him. And then the shots that he does get, it's like all last second. He has to decide whether he wants to shoot it or not. It's not in rhythm. We're not helping Klay. We're also not helping Luka either. Jason Kidd, I've said this in the playoffs. Stix, you got to know me since March or February, right? In the playoffs, I was repeatedly saying that we need to help Luka Doncic since he is hurt. We need to get him in the paint. Tonight, he was in the paint a little bit more, but we're not doing it to the point it's effective, and we got mismatches on him, the forced doubles to get Klay open shots. We're not doing nothing of that. We're not. It's literally Kyrie being super efficient. We go on these crazy 10-2 runs here and there, here and there, here and there. We're back in the game. We're right in the game. And then we just can't close it, man. And we're 5-4 now. We're 5-4 when we're a team that should be like the Phoenix Suns, 8-1. That's what we should be. But we're not. And that's the reality of our Maverick lives right now.
Yeah, I just don't know what to do. Like, I don't, as a fan, I don't know what to do anymore. Like, we've covered this stuff so much. I told y'all I thought we would be fine on fouls. I was correct. Fouls were not bad. We didn't get a technical. They got a technical because Nurkic is a crybaby and a whiny little you-know-what. And but at the very end of the game, when they had the chance to let the guys play, they chose to end the game. They chose to give a team a freebie. And our coach comes out with a different. Now, did our defense play right? No. But again, I can't blame these players because it's a different person on the court doing the same defensive scheme. And I just switched over and watched another post-game show to see what their opinion while you were talking. And all they're doing is blaming players. Well, they overcommit here. They overdo this. They overdid this. When every single player does the same thing, it doesn't matter if it's Hardy, if it's Omax, if it's Powell, if it's Gafford, if it's Lively, if it's Luka, if it's Kyrie, if it's Najee, if it's Grimes. When every single player on the team does the same thing, and acts the same way and makes the same mistakes on defense that you think's a mistake, it means it's being coached that way. The guys that are overcommitting to protecting and doubling down instead of trusting their players to defend one-on-one, and they keep leaning. You always see Gafford always, or Luke is always towards. Just stay on your man. Let your player do his job. But that means that the coach is coaching that. Because it's not just Luka or just Kyrie or just Clay. It's all of our players, which means it's being taught, it's being practiced, and it means it's the coach. So I'm not going to blame our players when it's always the same thing regardless of the player. Grimes gets in. I thought he made a couple good plays. He gets pulled out instantly. Where was Najee late in these games doing more and more? Kept putting him on the bench. Yep. I don't know what to do because, like, why do we get Frank Vogel as a consultant when our offense hasn't changed and he's an offensive guy?
I think he's a defensive guy. I don't know.
Well, his offense, I mean, they played, well, whatever he is, whatever. I mean, his offense when he was at Phoenix, they were doing fine. So, whatever. They could score. Right. If he's defensive, then what's going on there? Because we're running the same defense. We're running this stupid switch zone garbage that leaves wide open floaters. I don't know what to do.
Let me speed read some of these comments real quick. Daniel M in the building.
Damn, Daniel.
Says Klay Thompson is starting to irk me because he went 4 of 13 and scored 12 points. That is not good enough. Yeah, that efficiency, man. Mr. Gucci in the building says, sorry, Klay was trash tonight. Or sorry, Klay was trash tonight. Mr. Gucci says, yeah, he does. He do hesitate on his shots. Yeah, it's because we're not setting him up. It's our fault. Savannah in the building says, that's what Warriors said. Klay hesitates a lot now. Damn. Jared Talkso says he'll get it together. He's hit some big shots lately, though. And then, I don't know, man. It's tough. But, yeah, we had Kareem in here. Sorry I didn't hit your sound effect, But, yeah. I don't know what else to say. Here's the problem. I don't know what else to say because I don't want to repeat myself. That's really what it comes down to. Like, it's one of those games, man. And you didn't want to lose to the Suns. Now you're down 2 games to them for the season. They already have a big advantage on us on the win record. We're Charles Barkley is looking like a genius right now. While we thought that assessment and that take was complete lunacy, he looks like a fucking genius right now. You know who looks like idiots? It's us for believing that this team was going to take this season serious. And it's like they're not. So, that's my last words of the night, Stix.
Yeah, I don't really have much more to say. Nobody's
all right, man.
So, we'll just do our 30 minutes like we said. What's up, Ajayi?
Well, you already know it's we're going to end the show then. By the way, We Talk Mavs is live. Y'all go over there, hit that chat up. I'm gonna be over there as well. Y'all go check them out, man. They'll get to the glory yard probably within the next 10 to 15, 20 minutes, something like that. But appreciate y'all being here, man. It means a lot. If y'all don't mind dropping a like, goes a long way. And for those that end up watching this after the live, hey, appreciate you checking us out and giving us a shot, man. Hopefully the Mavs can figure something out. But I am going to hold my breath. So,
we're about to go on the road.
Sorry.
Maybe we play better. I don't know. Couldn't get much worse than this. So, we have Midnight Madness tomorrow night.
I just asked you.
Oh, my fault.
We have Midnight Madness tomorrow night. And, if you're a member, you'll be able to get up and talk. And hopefully we can get some more anger out there. I don't know. This is the frustrating start to a season that we all expected much better out of with the roster we had constructed. And might as well just add the Fire Jason Kidd tag back to my name because it's not coming off until he's fired because I'm sick of this crap. So anyway, that's enough anger for one night. So whatever.
Because shit's going good. right? So write some positive shit.
Emotional damage.
Well, this was your emotional damage segment brought to you by TGK TV and Stix.
All right, guys. Y'all have a good night. Appreciate everybody that joined.
Adios, everybody.
Daddy, chill.